to be the rudest thing anyone could ever do, and it's just disrespectful to me because if I'm talking I expect everyone's attention, and when you have someone talking over you a lot, it does agitate you a lot and make you very angry and annoyed. For one point this week I'm nominating Vesna. I find her to be extremely whingy. There's been a whole lot of whinging going on from her, particularly with the house chores. She's just whining about it all the time, and the attitude she's putting up whilst she's cleaning windows, for example, it just makes me feel annoyed because it's something, like the cleaning is something we all have to work together as, and yeah, fair enough, we all hate it, but it's just bad seeing someone who's all constantly whinging about it. It just makes me feel really annoyed and irritable.
Did you think Vesna was a whinger in the house?
Not really. I mean, everyone in the house, I'm sure, has had their fair share of whinging, and yeah, they all have.
Now, did you have a special bond with Vesna in the house because you went in together?
Yeah, I mean, at first we didn't really click, and I caused a bit of conflict straight away. Confliction, it's actually a word. Yes. And,
not often used, though.
No. And I think that I made it a lot harder for her as well, because they were sort of saying, oh, what are these girls here for? You know, there's one starting all this drama, what's the other one here to do? And I think I made it hard for her, but I think after about a week we really got to know each other, and she's a fabulous girl. She gave me heaps of advice and she was fantastic.
Well, one person you didn't really like was Dave Logan.
No.
Logan Dave.
No.
What is it about him that you don't click with?
He's very two-faced. You can tell he's playing the game, just the way that he baits you, he wants you to bite, he's very aggressive and he's really mean. He's very similar to Dean, but the next day he'll suck right up your bum and try and get on your good side so that you don't nominate him, or I don't know why, but it's like, or actually I think it's Greg as well. Greg comes in and says, stop being mean and stop doing this, and you're causing dramas over nothing, you're just bored, and so...
An entirely pleasant package. OK, let's see how that pleasant package has been influenced by the events of the week, and then we'll see how they nominate.
You're baiting me and I'm biting.
Yeah?
So when you bite, apparently I'm trying to cause confrontation.
You say it in a different way. It's your facial expressions that...
Oh, whatever.
You don't see me upsetting people. You've upset more than what I have. Since day one. Is that true? Is that true?
Yes, and have I apologised for that?
Well, you're going to keep apologising every time you upset somebody.
Why don't you just rekindle a friendship?
Oh, mate, I made it clear today. Like, the only way I can avoid confrontation is just keep a little head and not talk to people I don't want to talk to.
I think if Dean wasn't here, you'd be different.
Oh, Hannah, what's...
No.
Hannah, why are you dragging into this one?
Yeah, I totally believe it. Undo some.
We're pretty competitive. We go head-to-head at a lot of things. This is one thing we wanted to go head-to-head at. It didn't pan out that way. We didn't complete our task, so therefore we become as one. We understood that well before anyone did. We're now as one twin, I reckon that's good. I reckon we brought this world together as one. So.
Since growing up, I've had this one thing to say who's better than who. So this was a challenge that we thought it could end all bragging rights.
Okay, the 2 points this week goes to hot dogs. Yeah. Strategy pick. Basically, I think Dogs has built himself up a little character. He's definitely playing the game. I think there are certain situations where he does hold back in conversations. I think he's played a game to get himself in the rewards with Dean, and I think he's trying to not manipulate, but trying to get him in, spending a lot more time with the girls and one-on-one situations. I think just trying to win them over. He's being himself, but he's not. I know. He's just. I can just feel he's playing the game. And when he was drunk on the weekend, he kind of came out of his shell a little bit, which is very interesting just to see him act around certain housemates, and it just frustrates me because because he continues to just play this game and hold back a lot of certain emotions.
1 point to nominate this week, Vesna, for her attitude. Reason, when she was asked to do the windows and clean the house, she whinged and whined about why she had to do them. This made me feel very frustrated because I had to sit there and listen to her whinge and whine about why she had to do the housework. Also let down by another housemate because of her attitude towards a job she had to do.
When you say she let down the housemates, what do you mean?
She made a big song and dance about that she never cleans windows and she doesn't do work. And I was let down, and I'm quite sure a few other housemates were let down because of her attitude towards cleaning the windows. No one carries on like that. And we just don't expect that in this type of house.
Oh, their parents must be laughing. Gee, I hope those windows are clean by now. There it is, with just 2 more to nominate. We have Vesna leapfrogging over Geneva with 6 points. Geneva still has 5, as has Hot Dogs, who's picking up points faster than Naval picks up Fluff. Dean is still on 2, and Glenn, the Logans, and Tim all have 1 point. So that's the tally so far. But do not forget, someone can slip-slide into that firing line at the very last minute. And we've still got 2 nominations and a twist to go.
It's quite abominable. Did you used to, just spat on me. It'll give you a new burst of vivacity. Yeah, mine's...
You're so sweet, sweet, sweet as can be. Love a girl like me.
Well, all the girls look beautiful on the outside, but it's what's going on in their hearts and minds that will affect their votes tonight. You're watching Big Brother Nominations Live, where Kate, who seems to be systematically flirting with every boy in the house, is about to twirl the nomination baton. Let's take a look at some of the events of her week that might affect her vote.
Got a burp. Excuse me. Hey, I'm sick of you making me feel so inferior when I burp.
That's not fair. There's one thing that I don't like burping and farting, and I have let every know. And if someone wants to do it while I'm eating, and I'm allowed to give you a look. I'm allowed to give you a look. I don't care.
You got to burp. You got to burp.
You got to burp. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
You should take someone, Glenn, that doesn't like beer.
Oh, really? Good too.
I don't think Michelle would like to see you in the rewards room with Shearer, Kate.
What's that?
Thought you're supposed to be a good friend.
Do you think you're a beautiful woman?
Do I think I'm a beautiful woman? No.
I don't know. That's how I remember it, but you know.
I mean, can you please?
The reason that I think it's so
He just made you go against everything you believe in.
For 2 points for eviction, this week I nominate Vesna. And my reasons for nominating Vesna are simply because I think it's great that she can admit that it is all about her, but there's been many times this week that I have been really annoyed with her attitude in regards to being selfish and the whole I'm 28 years old, I've never had to bake a loaf of bread, I've never had to clean windows, and never had to go without moisturiser. I think we're all in the same boat with certain things with this house, but it's like she makes out that she's the only one that's affected by it, and it really bothers me that it's all about her. For 1 point this week, I'm nominating Hot Dogs. And my reason for nominating Hot Dogs is there's been a few times this week that I haven't liked his behaviour, and I really am kind of resenting the way that he is forever running to Vesna for everything. Before Vesna came along, he was really opening up and